Especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the 9th-year man from LSU, Thomas Morstead, on to punt. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. Too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter in Nashville. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now Ryan on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a carry for Lorenzo Taliaferro. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4-down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
This is Coleman, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So on fourth down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. He hit his first, this one from 38. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Ohio! Here we go! Ohio 38! Here we go! Ohio!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be third down. Throwing Hundley. It's complete to Flaner. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Second down following the incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Come on, let's go!
Now Hundley. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Saints on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Ohio! 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 He's checking. Crash. Ohio! Check. Crash.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And now a high kick trying to pin them back. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Ryan on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Bryant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's going to get this one to the rookie, Cooper Kupp. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Elsewhere, 2nd quarter in D.C. The Broncos have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This will be taken in at the 1. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 99 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken short. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is a do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Eight yards to go here on second down. Again, it's Kamara. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. 1, 9.
They'll look to throw here. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
We have so many different terms for third down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
They'll run it with Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Kamara trying again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Brand 38.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. It's the Bucs who are leading that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And now a first down following that long gain. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Coleman. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. This will be fielded at the 17. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They will run again with Coleman. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. Flex round.
They run it again with Kamara. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
Now it's Jackson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run again with Jackson. And some space here. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. They run with Taliaferro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Get up!
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Freeman again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Coleman now. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Bucs swinging back in front in that offensive affair. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Atlanta, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.